Blog Talk Radio.
I'm a writer. The solution. Babe, let's get to the chase. There's a reason why you're up in my face, all up in my face, trying to get a taste of my pink lace. So come over here, claim your prize at the winner. You wanna go down, eat me like I'm dinner. For dessert, you just wanna enter. Do the right, bad thing like a sinner. Straight triple X nasty. Let's make a movie, you can cast me. Tricks and splits, don't put it past me. Let's have a little fun in the car backseat. I'ma arch my back, play my feet like that. Hop up in the front before the climax. Battle up ready to shatter that pony. It's whatever for my one and only. I'ma ride that thing all night for my baby. I'ma ride that thing all night for my baby. I'ma ride that thing all night for my baby. I'ma ride that. I'ma ride that. I'ma ride that thing all night for my baby. Are you ready? I'ma ride that thing all night for my baby. Are you ready? I'ma ride that thing all night for my baby. Are you ready? I'ma ride that. I'ma ride that. I like it when you get a little nasty. You make me giggle when you're gripping on my fatty. You got the look like who's gonna stop me? Stop me. And I can make me wanna call you papi. I'm not about that chit chat. You can break me off like a Kit Kat. Let's get my action, intense satisfaction. There goes the sound of my kitty cat. Indulge in my inner icing. I can feel the heat as it's rising. I got my eyes open wide. I get so amped just looking at the sides. It's on and then popping tonight. You're stressing and I'm ready to ride. Be come up with me as I feel you inside. Nice and tight the way that you lie. I'ma ride that thing all night for my baby. I'ma ride that thing all night for my baby. I'ma ride that thing all night for my baby. I'ma ride that. I'ma ride that. I'ma ride that thing all night for my baby. I'ma ride that thing all night for my baby. I'ma ride that thing all night for my baby. I'ma ride that. I'ma ride that. Mr. Amazing, you are what I'm craving. Enjoy while I excuse and my misbehaving. I get so excited, I just cannot hide it. I yearn for you and I cannot fight it. Mr. Amazing, you are what I'm craving. Enjoy while I excuse and my misbehaving. I get so excited, I just cannot hide it. I yearn for you and I cannot fight it. Mr. Amazing, you are what I'm craving. I get so excited. I yearn for you. You are Mr. Amazing. You are exactly what I am craving. You are Mr. Amazing. You are firm. Everybody hit term. The one that you respect, something you have to earn. Take that as a lesson learned. Don't get too close, cause you might get burned. Burned by my fire. The one that you admire. The one that you desire. And popular demand, the one you want to hire. For all the gigs and the shows, they go crazy when I drop it down low. I'm about to pick it up slow, like I chopped and screwed. Picture show. Because it will last longer when it comes to my skills, they only getting stronger. From the start, I would crown like Kevin Hart. It's about to go down. I'm your number one Libra, GLM's own certified diva, high achiever, I'm the leader, I'm the captain, I make it happen, yes, that's just the bottom line, I do things on my own damn time, not a minor, more like a major, got you wondering what's my flavor, GLM is tasty sickness, taking over with the quickness, sexiness, yeah I got that, I aim to please your 30s, going cop that. You may play hard, but I'ma play harder. You may play smart, but I'ma play smarter. I rock the mic and I blaze the stage. You can't stop the beat once I come out the cage. Yes, I'm the one they call Tquest. Don't confuse my kindness for weakness. I'm the queen, far from the princess, boss lady, the one that needs to impress. Yes, I'm the one they call Tquest. Don't confuse my kindness for weakness. I'm the queen, far from the princess, boss lady, the one that needs to impress. The shots and I'm forever taking spot for the taking. There is no mistake. I'ma dance till my bones get the aching. Start with booty shaking, certified earthquake. You got to give it up to the DJ for keeping that fire on replay. Keeping that heat and rotation to the vibration. To my body, hey. Cameras, I'm all about the action, all about the love. My heart filled with passion, bashing the Lord. Got them wanting more, especially when I'm busting it on the dance floor. I stir high, then I go low. Wind them hips when I wish I made oh, get low. Bring it back up real high. Wind them hips, get ready as I dance to mine, dance to mine. Dance to mine, dance to mine. Dance to mine, dance to mine. Come on, won't get the acre certified earthquake. Dance to mine, dance to mine. Dance to mine, dance to mine. Dance to mine, dance to mine. Come on, won't get the acre certified earthquake. Feel the vibration, all from my body, feel the vibration. All from my body, feel the vibration. All from my body. Time to get a little sexy. I got some juices, I got some tricks. Double things. One and only Tquest, straight out of
Wow. Come get some of that right there. Skeembeatzradio music review right here. Oh, that special edition. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I think we also got yeah, we're chilling right here. Skeembeatzradio music review. I think we also got an interview. Well, also we have a special guest. I mean, that was a big introduction right there. That was like off the charts right there, and I like a little bit more for you guys up there as well. Man, like we're doing it right now on blogtalkradio.com on Patricia Goins right there, and a special edition of the Skeembeatzradio music review right here. We're also going to have like a little bit more. Saying after this right here, it's a special edition. Tonight we got a special guest coming on the air with us, coming out of Connecticut. Artist I've worked with throughout the years, man. She's been doing her thing, man. It's really done blew all the way up. I have to go all the way up, still doing her thing. We're gonna have some more things going on with that tonight. Miss Goins, how's everything going with you?
Oh, fine. I'm stuck in the parking lot while the kids are playing inside.
Right.
I'm stuck at the Adventure Park.
I'm glad at least you're having some fun out there. That's what's up. I think that we might have a Tquest on the air with us. Are you with us?
Yes, I am.
What's going on? I've been waiting on this forever. I've only been waiting on this forever.
When I called in, I just heard me. I was like,
yeah. See that sound like I'm rolling up the red carpet for you right here.
That was red carpet edition.
I really appreciate that. I was like, wait, how they get that? Nobody has that. I got
yeah, welcome to the show. Yeah. Of course, man, you're doing so much what's going on with you right now out there and everything that you've been doing, and everybody got, like, I know we're going through a lot of things going on with COVID and, like, the whole pandemic is going on with the world, but right now, you've been still, like, finding a way to keep your name out there and doing your brand. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Absolutely. It's crazy because throughout the years, I kept trying to tell people I want to build my brand where it's all internet-based, on the go. Yeah. So the only thing I'll need is my laptop and my microphone, And then it's funny how now the pandemic, and I'm like, well, this is the perfect time to start it the way you want it.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, I can't be on stage performing, right? But I'm still able to do the other things. So I'm still doing my radio shows, and I still send them into the stations. I'm still doing my writing and blogging for the magazine publications. I'm still doing vocal work for different DJs, producers. I'm doing commercial for businesses, So I'm still doing my therapy sessions with people, consultations, writing. I'm still doing all of that. So that's the best part about it. The only thing that's different is I'm not rocking a stage. And when it comes to hosting, I'm still actually doing some hosting just via Zoom. You know what I mean?
Right. So, I've seen that too. You're doing that with the...
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So it's different, but you have to adapt to your new norm. And that's what I've been doing. Adapting to my new norm.
I mean,
I like how
yeah, go ahead, Patricia. You saying something?
I said I like how she put that. You have to adapt to to the change in the environment. You have to adapt. You have to be able to adapt. You can't be so rigid that you can't change with the time. So I like how she said it.
Yeah, definitely. And it's going on. Like you said earlier too. Like you've been on the digital scene for a while. And that was like, your presence on there now. I'm sure since that everybody like been home lately, has that picked up your demographics?
It actually has. The crazy part is they want to see me even more now because everyone's home. Everyone has a little bit more time. So it's really funny. That's why when I do my Zooms, I'd be so shocked at people that jump on because, like, now they have time to see me. So, you know, it's been interesting. My fan base has definitely grown. Like, my Spotify is now in the thousands per month, which is kind of dope. Nice. And I want people to tap into the other parts of me outside of the artistry. You know, because if I focus on that, we can't perform, and the most of the entertainment money was coming from performing because streaming sucks to pay. It kind of is a hindrance, but it's like, you've been blessed with many talents. This is your time to use the rest of them so you can still handle your business.
Man, I like that. So look at you. Like, look.
Love it.
I remember back in the day when we met, you know. You had that picture with the guitar, so yeah, like the avatar. I was like, who is this? You play guitar? She's like, no, I don't. I'm like, who are you?
We met back in my modeling days, you know, when I thought I was doing something in front of the cam, you know, but I'm actually going to be back into that again coming soon. You know, just been focusing on my fitness, getting it right, getting it tight, you know, keep it sexy, you know. So I'm actually back into modeling coming soon, so I'm excited about it. Just been working hard, you know.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Working hard for the money.
Sing it, baby. Sing it, baby. Sing that.
You know what? I've been tuning into some of your radio, to your podcast. Like you did one the other day with an author, I think.
Yes,
it was you, and you had a guest.
Yeah, I'm doing a series. Huh?
I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
I'm doing a series with highlighting authors, you know, because right now this is a time so they can even shine even more because everyone's home. You know, everyone should be reading more and educating themselves or, you know, doing things that we used to do before we got so consumed with life. And I feel like people don't read as much as they should. And I feel that authors don't get the recognition that they should get, especially the independent ones, you know. They always talk about certain authors. I'm like, there's so many more out there. I just let me take advantage of my platform and let me highlight them myself, especially with Skeembeatzradio. You know, I've been going back and forth for years with these book ideas because I just been so scared to put out certain things, you know. But now, seeing how life is, I'm just like, figure it out where it can be comfortable and just put it out there. So I've definitely been taking that from the back burner, putting it to the forefront, and having writing. So it's such a beautiful thing.
That is, to get to the book world. We've actually been like, you know, have a few authors on the show on Unscripted, on the move Unscripted, you know, with Mr. Stout and Patricia Goins. Like we were doing that earlier, and she had a few books out, and we got authors coming on the air with us. We've been there. We definitely spoke about this like a while ago about you, like, you know, doing a book, because you actually have on the side. You did say, you know, a part of your credentials, like you also, like, you know, you a therapist or a consultation, like, you know, like you do those kind of things. So, like, you know, you had like therapy for people. So let our listeners know about that right there, how the way you helped out a lot of people out there, you know, throughout the world.
Yeah, because I might need some therapy. Tquest, I might need some therapy. Go ahead and tell us out, because I might need some.
Say that, baby. I'm trying to help you out.
Growing up, I always wanted to be a therapist and a superstar, right? So when I was in school, I was like, you know what? I have to figure out a way so I can still follow all my dreams, right? And they was like, well, you're going to be a psychologist. It's going to take years of schooling. I said, how many years? I said, you know what? Don't even worry about it, because I'm going to get to be a superstar. And once you're a superstar, that means you're automatically going to be looked up to, which means you automatically become a mentor, which means people feel comfortable talking to me and they're going to respect what I say, which means at the end of the day, I could be a superstar and I could still be here to help people. So I started out doing an advice column for a magazine years ago. Inquiring minds want to know. They just send me in questions, and I would answer it for them. And then I started doing, like, love radio shows after, you know, team put me on. And then now Now, so many people come to me because they know I'm not judgmental. And I always look at things from a male's perspective, a female's perspective, a business perspective, all different perspectives to help people understand things that they may not can figure out for themselves. Because I'm just here to help clear your mind and clear your heart as much as I can. So even though my schedule is really crazy, I always take time out to help people. If they need to call me, like, I'm here. If they're going through anxiety, depression, you know, anything it is, they call me. I've talked to many people who be on suicide watch. You know, in certain moments, in those moments, it's very scary. But I'm like, this ain't the time to back down. This is what you wanted to do. So this is the time, you man up or woman up, and you be here for it. Yes, some of them are very scary, but I've definitely talked them off the ledge, per se. But I have to tell myself, what they do after this, don't hold it against yourself. You did what you had to do. You stopped them in that moment, and then you just pray that everything gets better. You do a follow-up. That's why I tell a lot of people, stop trying to be deep all the time. Because when these real situations come, don't back away. Because these people are going to start to really come to you. I take what I do very. They be like, you're on the phone so much. You're talking so much. I'm like, yes, but you don't know who I'm talking to and what I'm talking about. I'm really here to talk to people and see what's going on with them because, you know, normally your family and friends should be your go-tos, but it's like walking on eggshells when you're talking to your family and friends because those are the ones you can't just let your hair down and be comfortable with. They start judging you. They start saying things. Then you start actually building up an even bigger wall. And they feel so comfortable talking to me that I'm always getting constantly hit up. It's draining a lot, but at the same time, I want to be here for people because there was a time when nobody was here for me.
Wow. See, that's how you get that PhD going on. Like maybe we're gonna get like Dr. Tquest or something, like Dr. Quest or something like that.
Yes. Dr. Quest, the love guru. Hello.
Oh,
come get some of that.
Don't you have some kind of love show to come on in the evenings, like some kind of singles or something? I saw something. You had one of your your podcasts or your Zoom. It was like later on that evening. It's like come on at 10 or something like that, or 9. What was it?
Well, I do have one of my shows called the I Told You podcast with my co-host DJ Wedding Wiz, and it's up to 6 people on a Tuesday night at 8 p.m. where we drop different topics and everyone speaks from their perspective, tell their stories or how they feel about it. And then I also have my Tquest Thursday trivia at 10 Eastern, and that one's not live because it's mature adults. We come together. I call it trivia, but to be honest, it's not really trivia. It's more of just grown folks just talking about life, love, marriage, like some real stuff. And we get serious, but then we joke at the same time. It's just a positive vibe where people can come to and just talk.
Wow.
And,
okay. That's probably what I saw. I think it was Thursday. I think it was a Thursday night that I think. What I was talking about, I think it was Thursday.
So what are the topics are like? It could be like, is it grown folks or it could be about sex, it could be about money, about love, or arguments, whatever. Like what are the topics are like?
The topics vary because we just go with the flow. I can just ask someone, how was your day? Well, me and my wife, we went here. And then I'm like, speaking of wife, let me ask you a question. And then it'll just go, just go. And then someone else will say something. And the interesting part is I'm looking at everyone's face. And the other week while this husband was talking, I see the other married couple that was on there looking at him, really engaged in what he was saying. In a way, taking mental notes. And then I'm looking at the single people and how they're reacting to it. So even though some people come up there and they think it's going to be some type of real game, it's really not a game. We just end up having just a round table in a way. It's kind of like the red table times 20.
Okay, nice.
It's kind of dope. I like it. Yeah. Y'all should join us.
We have to, definitely. Now, when is that on the air? When we check that out?
It's every Thursday night at 10, but it's not live because people are really talking about some really personal things.
Right.
So out of respect, we don't put it live, but it is on Zoom.
Okay, so now how can they get for that right there? Like, is there a link or can follow you on there for on?
Once you see the flyer, or they can just hit me up anywhere on Tquest GLM and be like, I want to join in to the trivia night, which I got to change it because technically we're not doing trivia, so I got to design a new flyer. But then I just do the link.
Yeah, and you also do some things with DJs.
No, this is the coolest therapist you ever gonna find. This is the coolest co-host. So when we did that Instagram thing, I said I like her, Mr. Stout. She's funny. Like your personality, I can see how it's easy for people to talk to.
Yeah, it's funny, right?
Yeah.
The other day, I was supposed to interview a model for this magazine, and in the midst of us talking, she went from stubborn and stuck up and tight-lipped to telling me her backstory, what she went through, what she's going through, and how she realized even though she living in the city in the penthouse with the pool and the maid, she really don't know what she really wants to do with life and what's truly her happiness. And it ended up being like a Tquest therapy session. She was like, I don't know you, Tquest, but you are so dope. And now I feel so comfortable talking to you. And I can't believe I just told you all of that. I'm like,
go ahead, Oprah Jr. Do that, Oprah Jr. style. Do that early on Oprah Jr. style. Like, I like that right there. At Tquest, you always had a way with people, but people always they gravitate to your style, and your grace and how the way you are, people, and you say what you feel, but you let people know this is who I am. You can always separate what it is that if somebody's unpersonable or somebody that you're doing for your art or for your brand. I really commend you for throughout the years of watching you grow and seeing the things you've been doing, and I know it's going to really go super far. Throughout the time that's coming. And I've seen that you did your thing for Fleet DJs as well. Can you tell us about that? That just passed about a week ago, right?
Yes, we did the Fleet DJs annual conference via Zoom because, with the pandemic, we all couldn't come together, but we actually still came together. And to be honest, it felt like I was at the conference. I just saved a couple $1,000. Because the itinerary was pretty much how it would have been if we was in person. We do the meet and greet, we have the party, we have the panels, and then we have the after party, then we have the special events. It felt the same way, and I was honored to be the host of the Two Fly division, which is the all-female division, for our segment, and that was kind of dope, me interviewing models and talking to the photographers and makeup artists and then our travel agent. Is just a female division of a lot of women entrepreneurs that's out here getting it popping.
Yeah, that's awesome. Wow. Yeah, that means a lot.
It's a great way to network. And the one thing I don't like about it is that this was people's opportunity to be a part of the conference that they hear about every year, and it was free this year, but it's sad that a lot of people didn't take advantage of it because it was so many jewels that was dropped that even though I'm a part of the DJ Coalition, we do these conferences every year as a learning thing, and I've learned so much. I network with new people, already got new clients, working with some of the, already in the works of working with some of the celebrity producers. I take advantage of these opportunities, I don't just go on this stuff. You have to, take advantage so you can grow and increase as a person, as a business person. But a lot of people don't take advantage, and it's sad.
It's very cool.
I had a great time.
Yeah.
I want to be on your show, Tquest. I want to be on your show. I want to be one of the authors. I would love to be on there. We can talk all night long.
I want to get Dr. A. Marie on the show, too. I think they would like with that right there with Iron and Storm. I bet you their conversation would definitely be something for the masses out there for people to hear them too. I think I have a conversation.
Yeah, I would love to.
Yeah.
We can turn it. It can be it can be an author thing, and then I can bring my chair out and you can just talk to me because I got stuff on my jazz.
Absolutely. I'd rather just do the whole show, not just about being an author, just you being you, and then we can dissect everything in the hour.
Wow.
Oh, that would be
Look
fun.
at that. Man, I'm tuning in early for that right there.
Yeah, I need that. I need that. Tquest, I got stuff on my chest.
You know, I'm here for you, baby. I'm here for you.
No doubt, no. I want to take a break. You know, say we're going to get a couple of tracks real quick. You know, I got some throwbacks from you, like when we first met, and then also want to talk about the new material that you also have as well as coming up. So do remember your man, Mr. Stout, holding it down here on the Skeembeatzradio show, on the Skeembeatzradio Music Review, right here on blogtalkradio.com on Patricia Goins.
Yeah, I'm going.
I mean, say it like that. I know. I'm like, what station I'm on? Because I know he's coming back, yo. Yes, sir. Let's turn up. It's a Saturday night, man. It's your boy holding it down right here with Tquest and Patricia Goins. Yeah, come on. So.
Yeah, just the one and only Tquest, straight out of Connecticut. A true lady, a true boss, a true gift. Let's go. Hating on me ever since I picked up the pen. And ever since then I knew that I was gonna win easy. Check that flow so breezy. I use that as my motivation. Focused on my education. Surrounded by temptation. The end allow it to make me lose my concentration. Don't care what others got to say. I'm chasing it. Gotta get paid, so I'm taking it. No faking it, I'm taking it. Wanna make it no matter what, because I'm never giving up. This been on my heart, real heavy, so I gotta keep it steady. Just remember, I was born ready. Something real big, but they happen, so you better start clapping. It's my time. Gotta Are you ready for the fat cats? Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow. Are you ready for the fat cats? Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow. Are you ready for the fat cats? Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow. Are you ready for the fat cats? Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow.
Sassy child, live life wild, that's just my thing. Felines on the prowl, say it's now, we're living our dream. And it's a party turned up tonight when we're in the spot. Show us love, that's right, give us what you want, put bump it in your trunk. You should know by now, we don't give up. Fat cats, alright, we can do this all night. Bossy chicks that talk that ish, you know what we're working with. On the dance floor, watch us drop it low, make that kitty purr. Oh, 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 we rock the mic like we on that hoe, having fun, that's right. Oh, oh, oh.
Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow. Are you ready for the fat cats? Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow. Are you ready for the fat cats? Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow. Are you ready for the fat cats? Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow. Meow. It's about to go down. This a lady Tquest, first out on the prowl. I am the veteran of the 4-pack, the lyrical Libra of the fat cats. So I got to give it my all. Here's the scratching on my clothes. I green light, I'm going sick on the track. Tiger rest Tquest on the mic, ready to attack. We play to win, about to get it in like King Julian inside. Time to get a little wilder than Alex the cat. I'm Madagascar. Superstars beyond ready to hit the runway, hit the main stage, keep a track on the replay. See us in the videos, coming out the jungle, so let me know. Are you ready for the fat cats? Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow. Are you ready for the fat cats? Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow. Are you ready for the fat cats? Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow. Are you ready for the fat cats? Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow.
Put your hands up like this, your song feels so right, so it can't be wrong. My music's fresh, that it's that ain't been scratched in so long. Where all the buzz cats meowing like you grown. If you a man that understands, then buff cats what you want. So we gon' keep it going, bottles flowing, sing so sexy, so amazing. Ain't no frontin', music bumping, we so loud, my heart is pumping on the floor. Watch me drop it low, make the kitty purr. Oh, 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 we rock the mic like we own the hoe, having fun tonight. Oh, oh, oh.
Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow. Are you ready for the fat cats? Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow. Are you ready for the fat cats? Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow. Are you ready for the fat cats? Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow. Are you ready for the fat cats? Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow. Are you ready for the fat cats? Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow. Are you ready for the fat cats? Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow. Are you ready for the fat cats? Ready for the fat cats? Let me hear you say meow meow.
Oh my God, he was the only one who had these bad.
Meow, 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 meow.
Oh, snap. All right, now.
Yeah, that cat right there. I had a throwback right there. Tquest doing that thing with the fat cats right there. Your man, Mr. Stout right here on the Skeembeatzradio Music Review. Yes, we got an exclusive interview right here with Tquest. Gotta love me world. Yeah, what you think about the track right there? That was a throwback right there.
So
I'm
curious, Tquest.
Yes.
Tquest, when did you start writing music? Like, how old were you?
I was probably like 8 or 9.
Wow.
I've been writing raps and poems and stories and love songs since I was a child.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I always knew
so
I
where
was
all
being
have you performed?
I've been
performing. You said you were performing.
Mhm. You said
where? No, I was saying where are all the places, like different cities you performed in different cities?
Yes, I performed all over the state of Connecticut, New York, of course, New Jersey, because Skeem booked those, Massachusetts, performed in Miami, Atlanta, Cali, Ohio, Indiana, North Carolina, Jamaica.
Oh,
yeah.
You've been all around the world. So you and Skeembeats really do go a long way back. You and Mr. Stout really do go a long way back, because I heard you say that he booked shows for you at some point.
Yes, he booked the only 2 shows I've ever had in New Jersey. Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Atlantic City in Long Branch, New Jersey. Yeah, definitely went down. Yeah, cause doing that thing out there, man. But all the shows that she was doing, like she traveled, like all the shows, like she was doing radio shows, performing. She's in high demand and all them places, and she show up and she show out and she does it, So anybody who had opportunity to see her perform, they know that she's doing her thing. Facts.
I saw on your bio you said you're trying to take over the Midwest. You ready to box? Tquest, you talking about taking over the Midwest? I don't know. Me and you, we ready to box. You come to Ohio?
My thing is, I don't believe in that violence. I'm all about the love. No, but for the fact that I'm out here, that was the goal, to let Midwest know who I am, because I've dominated the East Coast. So when I'm in the Midwest, I just
you can tell. You can tell she was East Coast just by the way she said East Coast. Everybody, only the East Coast people say coast that way.
Yeah, all the way out.
But with the whole COVID thing, I only was able to do a hosting gig in Ohio, and then everything got shut down right after. So, yeah.
Oh, so you shut it down in Ohio, and then it just went from there? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, the only thing I was able to do in the Midwest was to host a gig in Ohio, and then that's when COVID hit right after. So that's when everything got shut down.
What part of Ohio?
Columbus, Ohio.
Oh yeah, we out this way. Yeah, we got.
You turn the mic up now.
You already.
Columbus in the house. Okay. You have to come back.
Yeah.
I don't know. As soon as I feel comfortable being around people again.
Right.
What's going on? So I'm curious with these new rules with performers and artists and stuff like that, because they're reopening some of the club lounges, whatever. So is it now that you have to? Are they considering like the artists have to wear a mask to perform? Like how is that going to go?
You protect the artist. I think you protect the artist, and then like let the people have to wear a mask or whatever. Let the artist, be outside,
But how are you gonna sing with a mask on?
No, not the artist. The artists don't wear it. It's the people in the audience,
Okay, yeah. That's what I was wondering. I'm thinking some of the cities, they are opening back up. I'm thinking, I don't know. Or maybe it's reversed now. I never know what's going on. I have to ask Mr. Stout. Mr. Stout, what's going on today? Is anybody open? Is the states open, closed? I have to ask him. He's the news person.
Right.
Yes, I never know.
Certain cities and states, they have their own rules. It's starting to look like as if every state is its own country, because they all have the different rules and regulations. Some of the clubs are opening as fast as they are closing, because a lot of people are not actually doing what they're supposed to be doing, and they're breaking the code of regulation, and some of them are open, like, would be like 6 a.m. So it's all different. Me personally, I've been asked to be booked for a few things already, but I've been canceling them as soon as they're coming in because I don't feel comfortable enough to go out there. And everyone that I've canceled, those cities of those clubs actually ended up shutting down the events anyway.
Wow.
But if I do start performing, like, I'm coming in with my own microphone and stuff, so I ain't had nobody journal.
That's right.
Yep.
What part of Indiana are you? What part of Indiana are you in now? Are you close to Chicago?
A few hours. I'm right outside Indianapolis.
Oh, okay. So what's the music scene like? Like before COVID, what was the music scene like in Indianapolis?
Honestly,
or
I can't tell you because I kind of got here right before COVID, so I can't really tell you. I don't know. Yeah, so I've only networked with a couple of the radio people and artists via social media, but I haven't had a chance to actually be with them face to face because of everything that just happened. Because I'm still new out here. I'm still fresh.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, Midwest. Yeah, we Midwest fresh.
Midwest in the house.
No doubt, man.
So you work with a lot of different artists. Still, you said you work with different artists still.
Yeah, I do, because I do, like, consultation with them. I do music 101 courses with them. There's a lot of things about this industry that the average artist don't know, and they try to figure out how come they're not getting exposed or how come the big dogs not paying attention to them or how come they're not getting their proper money. So I actually do these courses with them, and I do write-ups for them for the magazines, and I have my different media services, a few PR for selective ones. So I still work with them just via social media and everything.
Yeah, you also do voiceover work too as well, right?
I do what?
You do voiceover work too, right? I see that you had a couple of drops up there.
I do that. I do a lot of the paperwork for them too. I do voiceovers, so if they need like skits, features, I do radio commercials. A lot of businesses are starting to do more commercials now, so I do all that voice work for everybody. And even for the artists, I'll do their audio promo when they've got a new song out to let people know they're streaming on all social media platforms, etc. So yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, I had like a mixtape. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, for a mixtape. Yeah,
that's what you do. Yeah, that's how it is when you're creative. You just come up with so many different outlets, and actually, it's good that there's more than one type of podcast. Like you have your podcast, we have ours, because the artists can never pandemic going on. So it's really great that there are so many platforms available for them.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah. Every show that I do, it's all different. So because I think I'm on about 20 plus radio stations. Some of them are syndicated, some of them are BDS track, which the artists really benefit from. If their stuff is done properly. If it's done properly.
Right.
Into things that
I want artists to know about that right there. I really want artists to know about that. If you have if you've done your project or your brand or you're putting yourself out there properly, there is a way that you can make money and get your revenue, your income to come in for what you're doing for your music if you're doing it through the proper channels. And even like you're doing it through your own website, if you're doing it through like a distribution and things like that, you're doing it through DJs, you're doing your streaming. Yes, it does. It doesn't make as much money, for the streams if you just like put out a record and it doesn't do that well. But if you really got something that's heavy behind it, you really can make that happen. And a lot of things that you're doing with with the resources, and the networking that you have, the ability to help people out with that. That's something that you're still doing?
Yes, I do, because they keep wondering, well, how come I'm not getting this? How come I do that? I'm like, because it's still part of the business. There's still so many parts of the business side of it that people are not telling you, but that's up to you to do your research, and that's why I do these conference calls and virtual courses with them to help them so they can, maneuver easier through it. Because they think, hey, a syndicated radio show plays my song, I'm going to get paid for that. I'm like, no, but is your song encoded? No, I have codes. I was like, not codes. Is your song encoded? Are you going through sound exchange? They're like, what is that? What's going on with your publishing? What is that? They're still oblivious to something to know, and they're wondering why they're at a standstill. And that's why I pretty much do virtual artist development in media for them.
Yeah. That's good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like in development, artists definitely do need development. They need that A&R work, artists from repertoire, you know what I mean, and also development and, and getting yourself together so then you can actually know what you're doing and how you're doing it. And then when certain words or questions or conversations that are coming to you, when you having those things like trying to do business, you'll be abreast of what's going on with that. Like, to be able to say, okay, I know what you're talking about. Like you just said, like there's a lot of artists who, like, they don't know what an EPK is, compared to a one sheet or a bio. It's something simple like that, But then once they have it, then it's still like, like that could be an issue. Or like even have their music encoded, like, like that's the other thing,
Yeah. So my thing is, even with that, I was talking to one of my PR people that's on my staff. We did an interview about the difference between everything like that and people not being knowledgeable. And what I keep trying to tell the seasoned people, I'm like, stop beating them down for not knowing and take that moment to educate them so they can know. This is why we have a disconnect, because these babies, even if they're older, if you're a baby and if you're a baby, they're emulating one another, which means you're not getting that far, because if they're teaching each other, how much are they really learning?
Right.
That's why
it goes back so far.
Industry, you still have to teach someone beneath you so they can grow and increase the proper way. They're like, how come you don't know this and how come you don't know that? Stop doing that. Stop this tough love crap. Get all that out of your system. You know what I mean? Just help one another. It's not that hard. If you don't have the time, then I don't know what to tell you. At the end of the day, we all need each other in this industry. My thing is, I'm not going to correct you or make you feel bad because you don't know. I'm going to educate you.
That is so true. That's so true. That's so true. Like these artists, they seasoned or unseasoned, the thing that's holding back to me the indie movement is everybody's or a lot of artists' inability to work with each other, to support each other, to give each other tips. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you performed here, you can let somebody else know that you performed there and how to get on. Like, it's not going to hurt you. You already performed there. Like, you got a lot of artists that they feel like if they help each other, then that person might get ahead of them. And that's just crazy to think there's so many people in the world. Like, there's enough to go around. You know what I'm saying?
That happens, That definitely happens.
Do you ever talk to them about a marketing budget or a marketing plan with their music? Do you counsel them on that as well?
Absolutely, I do. I tell them.
I run across a lot of artists who don't even understand that.
They don't, and it's a sticky topic because a lot of people who may have radio shows or do blogging and stuff, I feel like they really try to take advantage of artists more than trying to help them. To the point that when they come to the ones who's actually about their business, they built this wall up and they have trust issues. And it's not that they're being cheap or they don't really care about their profession. It's just that so many people keep trying to take advantage of them and milk them that they have trust issues. People have platforms, don't have following. I have a radio show, but do you have numbers? I write for a magazine, but do you actually have traffic? You put it out there, and then what? I'm just sick of seeing so many people in the media side taking advantage of artists, and that's why I built my company in a way that I'm genuinely going to help you. You know what I'm saying? Wow. And then a lot of us, I do more on the free side because I'd rather slow money than quick, fast money, and you really didn't get nowhere. Because I genuinely want to see you succeed if you are really serious about this. And then what I do is I'll have a whole sheet of different things they can do that's going to help them, and then I'm like, well, this is how much it will be for me to help you, but just know I'm still going to be a phone call away. I'm not going to be like, well, this is what I did, call you a day, bye, best of luck. No, I'm not doing that. I build strong longevity relationships with these people.
Right.
You know, because the industry is ever changing, which means you're forever going to have to continue to learn.
Right, yeah. You become that mentor, you know what I mean? Like you have to, become that mentor for artists or, people in business, who may not have that information. And that's what, that is part of what I do. That's the thing. Like I lend that hand, like all state, like here it is. It's up to you to make your thing. If you're going to make your thing happen, here's the water. If you don't drink it, then it's on you. You can test it and do all this stuff as you want to do to it. But like I'm drinking some of this water. This is for me. I'm going to take what I need, and then I'm going to okay, I brought it to you. You might be too greedy and won't give somebody else something else. They're saying to share somebody else with that person, and that becomes a problem. But then at the same time, like if you're going to do the right and exact thing with people in this industry, it'll always come back 10, 20, 30-fold. It would definitely come back to you. The people that I have conversations with today that I talked to 20 years ago or 10 years ago or 15 years ago, they still remember that kind of work, how you've been. And that kind of thing where this is what I'm doing now, due to that fact. So then that's what I'm saying. What you're doing, Tquest, is that, you're in that kind of mode of doing that. Like that's the kind of work you're putting out there, and people are definitely going to always organically come to see you and want to be around the things you're doing. And with the shows you have on Zoom and also on your website for GodLoveMeWorld.com, and also in your Twitter and also on your app, and all the things you build up, your clothing wear and everything, like you have, books coming up. I'm pretty sure, what's I could probably say to put it out there is that you're going to be also doing some films and movies, in the future, if that's going to be the case too.
Absolutely. A director called me while we were on the call.
Say that. Look at that.
Like, it is funny because someone else was just telling me about, hey, you should be coming to ATL. I'm like, that's funny because I just got a call from the director. I was supposed to be part of his film, but due to COVID, everything stopped. So we just keep contacting each other every, a few weeks or so to get an update, and he just calls. So maybe things are opening up. I don't know. But,
Don't get it. I love that right there. That's so good. Yeah, keep doing your thing, man. So now, what's in the future? I know you got to get the album out there on your singles as well. Like, what's the new projects you're working on right now?
I mean, due to the way life is and me always putting out there what I want to do, what I'm trying to do, I don't want to jinx myself no more because life is forever taking so many turns that I feel uncomfortable when people ask me about something I said I wanted to do and it doesn't happen. So my new tactic is just wait and see, Okay. The reading is going strong, but I'm always finding new ways to do it. My writing is going strong, but I'm always putting a twist in my writing. With the music and stuff, it's circulating, but I'm randomly dropping features on mixtapes and new songs will be coming out. I just tell people, just continue to grow with me, support me, and know that it's a lot of stuff that's coming. Just know no matter what it is, you're going to like it. It's always going to be a piece of me.
Nice. That whole brand out there. Come get some out right there. Now you also got the your clothing line still available?
It's still available. We're actually doing a revamp and a relaunch come fall. But it's still rocking. I still take a few orders here and there. But yeah, everything is always forever changing and evolving and increasing. So yeah, you'll definitely see a lot of new things coming up, and once we're able to travel again, then I'll be able to do a few things. But I still have some bookings in the fall. I have some bookings next year. So shout out to my travel agency, Whitney's Escapes, because we always stay in communication. What's going on? Keep me updated. What's going on with cruises, different states, what airlines still open, what hotels is it still taking people? That's. Anybody in the business should always have a travel agent on staff so they can keep you updated what's going on out there. Because every city and state is different. They're getting to know more information than we do. So definitely
say that again. What that is like for the travel agency? What is that again? Like people can listen to that.
It's Whitney's Escapes. Whitney'sEscapes.com. Yeah, and we're doing a women's empowerment retreat. And this year it's in Connecticut, November 6th through the 8th weekend. They're doing a networking event, dinner, a party, a female power panel with mental health specialists, a beauty specialist, a sexologist. You know, it's gonna be kind of dope. And of course, I'm hosting it, so you know it's about to be lit. So I'm
wow. And I had to get over there and see if Patricia want to get over there for that one. Let's see what she want to follow that. We're gonna have to talk to some of the ladies that do know. Get Dr. A. Marie, Dr. Fletcher over there, huh?
You said a sexologist. You said you're having a sexologist visit. All right, bring my notebook and stuff.
I wish somebody would really do a real show about that. Like, grown folk having a conversation about that. Put the kids to bed and have a conversation. On Saturday night?
On my Thursday nights. My Tquest Thursdays, I do that.
Thursday night. Oh, damn. What time is that show? What time is that one?
10 p.m. Eastern.
That's the one I was talking about. That's the one because I saw you. I didn't get to tune in that particular night, but I remember that, and I was like, next time it come on, I'm gonna catch it. So it's on Thursday nights at 10.
Yeah.
Thursday night at 10.
What's your website? Like, how do they access it? Like, how do they get to it? Is this all on Facebook?
Yeah, they have to either personally contact me, or I don't throw the information up there until 10 o'clock or 9:45. Right before I throw it on my Facebook.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And you go through go to a Tquest on there, like Facebook.com/Tquest, or
my road page, my regular Facebook page is up there too. So I may even do a design where if they go on my website, they just click the picture and it automatically goes up there. Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah. Is it possible for us to share over there to Atlanta Music Fest? Atlantic Music Industry.
We can share. I'll see you in there next Thursday with the link and everything for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your website address again?
GottaLoveMeWorld.com.
GottaLoveMeWorld.com. I know that's right. GottaLoveMeWorld.com. Okay, I like that. And what about your Instagram and your Twitter or whatever other social handles you have?
Everything is Tquest GLM.
Okay. Yeah, but also you got the app out there as well. You got to get the app. But I'm sorry. Go ahead.
The app.
On Facebook, you have a personal page and a professional page. But your personal page is a different name, right? Or something from your...
Yes, it's my new name, Tara L. Little.
That's your Facebook.
But I post everything on my fan page under Tquest.
Under Tquest. Okay, gotcha. All right. I love those. I have got to get in. Before you put me on your couch and talk to me about all my issues, because I got a whole bunch of them, I definitely want to catch one of them shows. So, how do you pick your guests? Because I saw you had a guest interviewee.
Okay. Well, normally, when it comes to... for instance, music artists and stuff, that's a part of the media PR package I do with them. So they come to me, we just sit, and then I schedule it. Some of the celebrities, when I did that week of, celebrity chefs and stuff, their PRs actually contact me to get on there. And then, Yeah, some of their reps will contact me, or I just happen to see people that I personally want to highlight depending on what I'm doing at that time. But the majority of them will email me and let me know what they're doing, and then if I see if it's a good fit, then I'll do it. But I just don't do it for everyone. Like, everyone knows the majority of my friends and stuff are, like, DJs. And I'm like, I'm not doing a DJ show every day. That's not happening.
Right.
I have multiple shows, so if I can't get them on the Tquest show, you know, I have the When Is Escape show, I have the I Told You podcast, I have the Wrong show. Like, there's multiple shows, so it's always something I can get them on depending.
You is not playing, but I
working, putting in that work.
You had someone when you did the book Zoom, and you had the author on there. There was a person that was next to you that was also interviewing her with you. That's what I was talking about. Like, how do you pick your co-host type people when you? Because you don't have the same one, right? You use different people, or you different people's time.
It changes on the I Told You podcast on Tuesdays, but the one you're talking about is the owner of the travel agent, Whitney's Escapes.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Who was the author one, because she was the one who was telling me about the authors, because she's a big fan of theirs. I call her the Black Belle because she's a reader, and she just been speaking so highly of all these Black female authors. And then I even met some of the guys too, authors that I know. She's been speaking so highly of them. I'm like, you know what? We're gonna do an author suite, and we're gonna talk to a couple of these authors, maybe one or two a week, to highlight them, because a lot of them are putting out some great content that the people need to know about, especially the ones that's out here that's still reading and know that reading is fundamental.
That's right. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, we got Tquest right here with us right here on the Skeembeatzradio Music Review. Your man, Mr. Stout, man, I love this right here. Also, we got Patricia Goins hanging out with us tonight right here on Blog Talk Radio on Patricia.com on Patricia Goins. I'm assuming your name I'm wild out. Also, I wanted to say that you got a thing that's going on with your for R&B edition for Fleet DJs as well.
Yes, we have our R&B mixer. It's called Sit and Sing. This Wednesday, July 29th, from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern, and we're gonna do a Zoom with the R&B singers to see what they're doing and figure out why R&B is starting to become a lost genre, and how we as the tastemakers can help them with their careers.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. Jackie, look out for that right there. Isn't it? Yeah. I want to see that for sure. Yeah. So now, what can I go? Go for that information, to log on or to see that.
Yeah, if they know me personally, they can just hit me up, and then I just write their name down on the list. So the day of, I send the link out.
Do that, definitely. Everybody knows Tquest, man. Come get some of that right there. You know what I'm saying? Gotta love me world all the way out, man. Gotta love me world. GOTTALOVEMEWORLD.com. Gotta love me world.com. Check your girl Tquest, Fleet DJs, got everything out there, everything she's doing. Voiceover work, doing a thing on Spotify, and Zoom, everywhere, singing stream music. I actually want to get to a track as well. I want to play this other song that you got right here. You got some things going on tonight as well?
Yep. It's called Rest. No, but I got a couple of business calls I got to do tonight. But other than that, I'm resting. I've got to find the balance my schedule. I got to find the balance.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, do that. Yeah, no doubt. Well, if you want to give a couple of shout outs, I won't take too much more of your time. I want to play on a song, say while we, let you go on your way, in case Patricia got something she want to say or ask you a question as well.
I do have a question. Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
So, my first question is, are you a parent?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Because my second question was going to be how do you juggle parenthood and your career, but you're not a parent, so you don't have to worry about that. So that means you get all the time to yourself.
Oh, no.
That's it's not the way that works. That's right. Tell them.
It's really not, because I've had this conversation before with a few parents and some people who are not that ask that same question. I'm very aware and I understand that being a parent is a lot to juggle, because that's one of the toughest jobs in life. So I always shout out the parents, right? Especially the single parents doing it on their own. Even the ones that's in relationship, it's a lot to handle children.
Right.
But at the same time, it's a lot handling anything if you have a crazy schedule. You know, it's a lot when you're just juggling a lot, period. Whether it's a job, being an entrepreneur, which doesn't stop if you're doing it the right way. It's 24/7. I'm on go as soon as I wake up until the moment I go to sleep. And it is exhausting. And it is tiring. And I'm always on my phone. And I'm always on my computer. And I'm always doing something. It's to the point sometimes I will lose my voice because I'm doing too much. It's to the point my body is breaking down because I'm doing too much. I would never discredit a parent, but I can never let them discredit someone like me who is constantly always on the go doing so much, because it is hard too. So, yes, I may not have children, but I definitely put in that work 24/7.
I believe it. I believe it. I definitely, I know that's the truth, because when you don't have children, then and if you have a significant other, then of course you're dealing with them. But otherwise, you're trying to get all this stuff done in a 24-hour, well, not even 24 hours, you got to have free time. So you're trying to cram everything into one, as much as you can, to one day, because you still got what you're going to have to do tomorrow, and you're trying not to have to carry stuff over. I get it. Kudos, Superwoman. You're a Superwoman. You're the kind of women I sing about. Superwoman.
I definitely appreciate that. And before I shout out anything, I want to shout out you guys, because I appreciate you having me on your platform. You know, and because I feel like you have to show respect. You know, the first people you should always say something to are the ones who actually took the time up to allow you to be on the platform, because you guys could pick anybody you want. So thank you to you guys, and I hope anyone that's listening that they take something from what I said, even if it's just, you know what, I got a lot going on, but as long as I push through, I can make it and get some things accomplished. I always tell people words of wisdom. Do something because you have a love for it and you have a passion for it, and that will motivate you to keep going. If you really don't have a love for it, then you probably won't give it your all. If you don't really have a passion for it, most likely you're not going to give it your all. And then you just have to constantly find the balance of everything. And you may not get it right. Me personally, my accolades and how I look to the world looks like I got it all figured out, but what they don't know, I cry many nights. These last couple of weeks, getting ready for this conference and doing all this stuff, I pretty much almost cried myself to sleep for 2 weeks straight.
Wow.
Wow.
The day when I woke up and I cleared out my swollen eyes to get on these Zooms, to get on these cameras, to get on these phone calls, to be Superwoman for the world, I still had to handle my business. But behind the scenes, it's rough.
Right.
So I say kudos and shout out to all the parents and all the entrepreneurs and people out here working to just survive, because it's real. And nowadays, so many people are not just struggling before, they're struggling even more with this whole COVID stuff and people dying and being sick on the daily. By the minute, I hear about a death almost every single day because I'm attached to too many people. Every day, I'm telling somebody, I'm so sorry to hear that. Are you okay?
Amen.
What is happening? I'm here for you. It's real out here. And I'm doing all that amongst everything else, smiling everybody's face. You know?
Facts.
Yeah.
We're here. And we lit.
Right. Hold on. Yeah, hold on to it. What you got? Hold on to your love. I got to take it back to the old school shorties out there with y'all right there. Yeah. Yo, let's get to this track right here. Look, we're going to talk a little bit more. We got Tquest footage right here on the Skeembeatzradio Music Review. Let's get some joints right here real quick.
In relationships, you always hear about special things a man does for the woman he loves. But let me I would do for the man in my life, to show how much I appreciate him, love him, and only him. Knock, knock, open up the door. Rose petals on the floor. Candles are lit, strawberries dip. Now, baby, take a sip. Take off your jacket. My waist, you wanna grab it. Pull me closer, taste my lips. Relax for a little bit. You got my insides heated up. Finger looking good, about to eat it up. Later on the night, you can beat it up. But in between, don't speed it up. For now, gotta slow it down. We about to go round for round. About to take you to ecstasy. How does that sound? Time to start the show. With a left dance. Hypnotize on my hips. Straight romance. I do this for my man. And only for my man. Lost in love. As a kitty purr. Locked in the land of seduction. Looking for that special eruption. Deep, intensified. Heat between you and I, no interruptions. Our love is filled with passion. Lights, camera, action. Down with the role play. BK, you can have it your way. Side to side, front to back, pull my hair just like that. Bend me over on all fours, make that kitty purr more. Give it to me all in all, pin me up against the wall. I want to feel all your emotions. Deep stroking, deep poking, tight grip, holding, seduce me with your little potion. You're all that I desire. You light my fire. Time to start the show. With a left dance. Hypnotize on my hips. Straight romance. I do this for my man. And only for my man. Lost in love. As a kitty purr.
Tquest, you seem like the type of person who you're able to just like, you know, you can get with the atmosphere, you can go with the flow, like you know how to jump in, jump out, you know how to change some conversations. That's what's up.
Yeah, it definitely takes a skill that I have mastered, so I appreciate that because you never know. There'd be technical difficulties. You know, there's situations that happen. You have to know to maneuver, just like right now with you guys, with the pauses in between or when you get into the music and stuff and it's dead air. I'm actually live at the same time, so I'm just talking to the fans while you guys segue to the next thing. You know?
Oh, you are live? You live?
Yeah, I'm live. Man.
It was live.
They can't see my new hairdo. They can't see my new hairdo. Oh, my God. I wish I was on live too so I could show you my new hairdo.
Well, you need to get you on my schedule so you can be on the show, and then we can see that new hair did.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But, yeah, you have to be like that, though. You have to be able to know when, like you said, a lot of times, it's harder for me and Mr. Stout when we are not side by side because we you know, you have to be a little bit more creative when you're one place, your guest is one place, and, you know, somebody else is another.
Yeah.
So you got to know how to swing in there and how to keep the conversation going and how to just, you know, be unscripted about it.
Absolutely.
No. Yeah, well, what we got so far, it looks like it's pretty good, but it was like recorded for only like it recorded for the 45. I think it was like 45 minutes of that, but it didn't like loose. Yeah.
Well, just play your other one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm letting it like redo, like reset.
You know how
right
y'all
now,
DJs trying to find the best song. Give him a song, Tquest. Give him something.
I know the song. It's not like the internet is like it's just spinning when I stopped it. You know what I mean? I don't know the internet. Everybody's line is just spinning when I put it on mute to go to the next song. I didn't show it on that menu.
Yes, Tquest, can you spit us something? Tquest, can you spit us something? Since he can't find it,
we're not on live. We're not on live right now. We're not on the air. It's not running there.
It is because I'm still listening to you, boo boo.
It can't be.
We're still on because I can still hear you say thank you.
You know what I can do? All right, I'm gonna do that just for you, Patricia, because I like you. Okay.
Please.
Wow.
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that exclusive that people don't even have yet. How about that?
Okay. All right.
We about to be lit. Let me see something real quick. Just for
you.
Just
drums or anything like that? Because I can do drums in the background if you need drums.
All right, here we go. You know what I'm saying? This is one of the new songs that I'm working on coming out called Organic. You know? And I'm can you hear the beat a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear it.
First for you. Okay? Check it.
All right.
I mean, it kind of helped me go organically. I was feeling him, he was feeling me. Sweating me hard, that's regular. We chilling over here on some regular-ish. I looked at him like, what you looking at? He was done for a second, already talking smack. I hit him with a shot, lean back. Nod of approval because he digging all of that. I like the way you smile, so in them pearly whites. Like the way you look at them jeans fitting right. I was like, what you like that?